What's going on, guys? This is part 3, the assembly and lube. Where we left off was put this front plate back on. Two screws. Might be out of the view here, apologize for that. So, got the front plate back on. Make sure everything's all in place. Got your springs on. Right side cover, slide that on. Two screws for that. Behind the spool. The one underneath here. A little access door there for, I guess you can lube it throughout the year, but the way I do it, you really only need to grease that gear once a year. Every winter is when I take everything apart, and it doesn't need any throughout the year. Next, put the spool on. I need a little dab of grease on either end. Go ahead, tell you what, I'll go ahead and slide that in first. Then I'll go ahead and put a little grease here. Screw your cap on. Make sure you oil that washer in there. Put a little more grease here on this one. And I don't use regular Q-tips. I like to use the synthetic swabs from Ardent. Regular Q-tips, I think they shed. I don't like the loose cotton and stuff where these don't shed or nothing like that. So they work real nice. But anyways. I always put a little oil on the end of one of these, and I pull all these pins out here before I put the spool back in. I put just a little dab of oil on each one of those pins, and I think it works pretty well. And I also take a little oil here, same deal, just run it on the inside of here, just where those two rub against each other, and just eliminates a little friction and noise, and it's a lot smoother. You don't want to put too much because you want it to stop, but just a little bit of oil in there really helps out. So want to make sure that one screw was tight. Okay. Go ahead and pop the side plate on. I like to put a little grease underneath the clicker. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take these two washers out to show you. There's two washers that are in here. Tell you what, I'm gonna wipe this back off here. I got too much on there. Do it like this. Relube this. Slide that back on. Now these two washers, when you put them back on, you want to make sure they're curved towards each other. So you want them kind of like that. That way when you put pressure, then they can flatten out. So just make sure you got some grease on those. So I'll put the bottom one, I guess, cupped up. And the top one, we'll put facing down. So I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but so they're cupped towards each other. So after that, put your drag star back on. Little washer here. I'll just put a little grease on that as well. Put your handle on. So before I do that, I always like to put a little dab of oil. On either one. Slide the handle on. I put a little grease there on the front to make that nut go on easier. Put your cap on. Put your screw in. Oh, I must not have that over enough there. Try that again. There we go. That's it. You can hear that grease working together. That little noise will stop there after a couple seconds. That's it. Pretty smooth. So anyways, that's how I do it. Works well for me. Never had any problems with anything. This was actually a brand new reel. Before I even used it, I took it apart and, like I said, re-lubed it up. And I think from the factory they tend to over-lube them just to try and get you through that warranty stage. So I like to take a little of that oil and grease off that they put in there and just redo it the way I do it. So anyways, hope that helped you guys out. Hope you enjoyed it. And thanks for watching.